All right, guys, we have a couple of different styles or colorways within a model. So this is the Model 3 from Alkin. Check them out. Let's look at the yellow one first. The sizes are going to be the same for both. So the rest of it's just going to be the design cues. So the case is a 40 millimeter case. Clearly offset crown at the 4 o'clock position, which makes it more comfortable, more wearable, but still easily accessible. So 40 millimeter case. Lug to lug is a 48.5 millimeter. You can see nice turn down lugs there, fully brushed out, and they are drilled so you can change out that bracelet to a strap if you want very easily. The thickness is only 12.5 millimeter. It does have a slight double domed sapphire crystal on there with some AR coating, very legible. 20 millimeter lug opening, and the bracelet does taper down to 18 millimeter. And then you kind of have the standard affair here, fully milled out, 6 micro adjust, dive style clasp, double pusher, and a fold over keeper there, also branded there. Fairly, I don't want to say sterile case back. There is some information back there. Water resist 20 atmos or 200 meters. Stainless steel, of course, sapphire crystal, and Bristol, UK. This is a UK brand, and this is the Model 3 from that brand. 6.5 millimeter screw down crown, keeping that 200 meter water resist. It is signed rather, and I believe loomed. This guy here should have BGW9 loom. This other one over here will have a X1C3. So that's the difference in the loom. They both come with 120 click unidirectional bezels. This one has a stainless steel bezel insert. It's a dual time. And that's what this one is called. It's called the Yellow Dial Dual Time. Both of them are in the price point of $553. Let's check out the bezel. Tons of traction, no play. Very consistent across the 120 clicks and lines up. The handset and markers on this one, they're calling them a stadium style. I have not heard them called stadium, but I am going to use that now. I don't know what it means exactly, but when I see hands and applied markers like this, I'll try to remember to just call them stadium. So thank you, Alkin, for that. I wasn't sure what else to call them. They just have that clean aesthetic with rounded edges at the tops. They're clean. And I showed this on the unboxing, the minute hand, when it covers up a minute or an hour marker, it lines up perfectly. So I really like that. Just the same as the hour hand literally takes up that sunken register in the center. It like takes up that space perfectly. And then the pip, the loomed pip on the seconds hand, kind of like runs the split on that lower part as well. These are all things, and then you can see it actually clears the base of the cardinal positions perfectly. So that would be the 12, 3, 6, and 9. So these are all things that these aren't an accident. These are things that were intentional. And when you really look at the features of your watch, not all watches have this. Some of them are just coincidence or by chance. But oftentimes you will see the thought and execution done on some of these designs that at a glance you might just not see. But you spend a little bit of time with it, really look at that stuff, and you'll start to appreciate your watches more. So, all right, that's that guy. Oh, I'll give you a wrist shot with it, and then we'll do the other one. I'm torn between which one I like more, because I really like the clean aesthetic of this one, but I like the sandwich dial on the Mod 3 Diver. So this guy here, clearly the Diver, still 120 click, but it has I don't know if it's ceramic or stainless steel. I'll have to look on the website. But it has a sandwich dial, and I pointed it out in the unboxing. It almost looked like it was a cutout sandwich dial, but then the sandwich dial was like pushed up to fill that void. But if you look really close, that is simply not the case. It's just such a clean sandwich dial that it just gave the appearance of that. It was messing with my eyes, but when I took a closer look, it's just probably one of the more perfect sandwich dials I've handled. And then there's some carryover from the Mod 2 with this design. You can see that if you go look at the brand, or if you're familiar with the brand, like the handset and the way the sandwich dial is done is very much pulled over from the Mod 2. Again, same size, just clean, great designs. Clearly, I think it's Charlie, that's the owner. He he has a design background. Clearly, he must, or he's just super blessed in that category. I think he actually has some design background. So and it shows, and I appreciate it. So pretty much, like I said, same gig, just a clean design, great looking watch, great price point, $553. There's a ton of different options. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. They work great on my 7.25 inch wrist. I'm sure they would work, further down and further up depending on your wrist size. I'm sure it would be a good watch for you. 6 micro adjust, so plenty of room to adjust on there. You have screw pin hardware, smaller size head there, so probably the 1.2 screwdriver maybe fit in there. I haven't tried it. Definitely doesn't fit this one. This one's a little bit larger, I think. So I think, yeah, you'd probably have to have like the 1.2. So let's give these the movement inside. Miota 9039er, which is the no date. Like I said, this guy here is going to have BGW9 for loom. This guy here is going to have the X1C3. Both really good loom. The C3 should glow a little more intense. It's probably not like brighter necessarily. It just is more intense looking. So there you go. Another reason why I would probably be pulled in the direction of the diver style one. I like the full loom bezel, or not full loom, but I like the loomed bezel. I like the sandwich dial. I like the little more intense loom application of it. And then the sandwich dial also, when they put the 369 in there, that kind of like blacks that out. So pretty cool features on it. But there's no wrong choice with these guys. Just go with what your gut says. I think they're all really good looking watches. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next vid.